It's finally time to get back on the Skyliner again. We're gonna head over to Hollywood Studios. It looks as though I'm gonna be by myself on this one, so we do have the covering, so it'll make it kind of difficult to film. I'm gonna do what I can. Let's see how Ratatouille's looking. It opens here in about 3 months, October 1st.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Epcot International Gateway. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with a final stop at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Epcot and World Showcase. Did you learn how to say hello in a different language today? Soon we'll be flying past Disney's Boardwalk Inn and Disney's Boardwalk Villas. This charming lakeside resort offers magical lounges, enchanting restaurants, and live entertainment on the boardwalk every evening.
See if I can film some of this for you. I just don't know how it's gonna, yeah, it looks horrible. We won't do that. Let me go back to the other side where nothing is shown. Let's there's a storm brewing. All right, so there's going to be all new. Happens every time.
The Skyliner turn station. While this special station was designed just for turning, other Skyliner stations were designed to complement their unique environments. From the glamour of Disney's Hollywood Studios to the laid-back islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
All right, as we make the turn here, just want to talk for a second about all the nighttime shows are going to begin again on October 1st. That won't be Harmonious though in Epcot. They're going to bring back, I think it's called Forever Epcot or something. But there's a new nighttime show starting then in the Magic Kingdom. I think there's one in Hollywood Studios, and there's a kite show that's a daytime show that'll be happening in the Rivers of Light Theater in Animal Kingdom. So. There's people going by singing really loud in their gondola. Anyway, so that'll be happening on July the 1st. I'll try to get over here. It won't be on the 1st, but sometime after that, I'm going to try to hit each one of the shows. We'll take a look at them, see what they're like. The Epcot one I've seen, and I think I've even videoed and shown before. If not, I'll get it. I'll get parts of it. The Magic Kingdom one, I think it's called Beacon of Light? Beacon of Magic. Beacon of Magic is what it's listed as even on the app. So we'll see what that's like. So we got Epcot Forever, Beacon of Magic, and then something about kites.
We hope you are enjoying your journey on the most magical flight on Earth. We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive.
I would stop in at some of the restaurants in the hotels, but I'm not sure what's open. It's becoming really difficult once again to find dining. Everything's reserved. Part of that's probably because they're still holding some capacity, but at the same time it's really busy here right now. So people have come back to Florida. See the big Guardians blue building way out in the distance here. It'll come up. Anyway, that still has no opening date. So as soon as we get one, I figure it's going to be probably by next summer. That'll open. I think Tron will probably open at the same time. I'm trying to think. Harmonious I expect to open probably after the first of the year. We'll see. I know they've been testing.
In just a few moments, we will be arriving at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club. As one of the most picturesque vacation destinations in the world, the European Riviera has fascinated and inspired many great artists over the centuries, including Walt Disney himself.
It looks like we're going to come to stop here for a little bit and get a really good view of the Tron. That's the ride building, and then in front of it is where Universe of Energy used to be. That'll be the queue for it. And as usual, I've said it a million times on these, even on a hot day, even when it's not overcast like it is today, it's still pretty nice in here. You get the wind screens open and the air blows through. Feels good still. I don't know if I've even talked about that. Down below, that's the Reedy Creek Fire Department. So that is the Walt Disney World Fire Department.
Welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort. If you are traveling to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, or Disney's Art of Animation Resort, please remain on board.
Alright, we're going to do the circle here at the Riviera. I'm not going to get off. I thought about looking to see if there was a restaurant open here, but I'm going to wait. So I'll be staying on board.
Until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us. Por favor, permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de la cabina, por favor, cuide sus vehículos, reúna sus pertenencias y observe sus pasos. Gracias por...
Quick shot of the Riviera. And we're off.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at
so we'll
Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation
She'll tell you
club.
maybe here in a second.
If you are just joining us, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Say bon voyage to the Mediterranean. We are about to go island hopping at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Alright, so we'll be coming back down here in a minute. This is a pretty short ride through here, and then I'll be switching to head to Hollywood Studios. And in case, you know, it's been a long time since we've covered these.
We are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, where every day feels like a Junkanoo celebration.
So these are easily ECV and wheelchair accessible, and well, obviously stroller, but in case you're worried, you can get onto these very easy. There's even a special lane for them. They can, if you need more room in here, they can flip these seats up.
In just a few moments, we will be landing at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
I covered that on a video already, but I thought I'd just go ahead and cover it again. There. Alright everybody, I'm gonna pause here for a second again, and then you'll meet me back on the other side when I've switched cars.
Welcome to the islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. All passengers must disembark or transfer at this station. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the most...
Alright, we're heading to Hollywood Studios. See you inside. Alright, we're in a gondola car here that's covered. So I'm really only be able to give you one view out. Maybe I'll do a ride on the way back, and hopefully I'll get something that's not covered. it's still an awful nice view, even out of one small window.
Ladies, gentlemen, and islanders of all ages, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Throughout his life and career, Walt Disney had a passion for animals and the natural world. Today, we are traveling through one of the many protected wetlands here at Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
Alright guys, we're lowering now and coming down over the Hollywood Studios parking lot.
In just a few minutes, we will be arriving at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Whether you plan to visit a galactic outpost or play with all of Andy's toys, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, everyone can become the stars of their favorite cinematic stories.
Well, it doesn't look real busy over here today. That can be deceiving. I know the resorts right now are full, so a lot of people are taking bus over, so you're not gonna sometimes see a lot of cars, but there's a lot of traffic still going into the parks. We shall see here in just a minute when we get in.
Before you walk the red carpet, remember to double check your star-studded itinerary using your My Disney Experience mobile app.
Something else I haven't covered here in a long time is this here, we're coming up on it, is the bus stop. So you're gonna come from hotels and I'm trying to think. Well, I was going to say Disney Springs, but Disney Springs will also only take you back to the hotel. So it's really just hotels to here and back. That's what these bus stops will cover.
Ladies, gentlemen, and members of the Academy, welcome to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Alright everybody, we're coming in. Flip up your trays, tray tables, get your all things in order and get ready to disembark. We're almost to Hollywood
Please
Studios.
remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step.
Alright everyone, thanks for coming along on the ride. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
At Disney's Hollywood Studios, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
All right.
We hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
All right, you heard the lady. We're on our way out of Hollywood Studios and on our way back to Epcot. So I brought you one way, I'll bring you back. This time you're looking at a, well, I mean, half full parking lot. The other side's empty still. It's always busy in there. You get into Galaxy's Edge, it's very busy in there. Other places not so bad. But you can tell, as I said on the ride in, that there are a lot of people coming from the resorts here on property into the park. So,
in just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades. The water that flows from the protected wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
All right, I think she's done here for a minute until she gives me that prompt. Anyway, so yeah, don't be deceived by the parking lots. If people are giving you tips on saying the parks aren't going to be very busy because the parking lots aren't full, that's probably not true. So the parks are very busy today. It is wonderfully overcast here right now, but it has not rained, so let's give thanks for that.
Did you know that the entire Walt Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles? That's about the same size as the city of San Francisco and double the island of Manhattan.
Anyway, so anyway, so we'll be making a stop here and switching over at the Caribbean Beach Resort as we did on the way here. And from there then I'll be showing you the opposite side of what you saw the last time. I'd show you more, but this is also a covered Skyliner. I might show you more if the next one's not covered, but so far
We will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort shortly. All passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
So far we're 0 for 3 as far as not getting one that's covered. So anyway, we'll try one more time. If not, I'll be pointing this camera out the opposite side, and you can see that side as we ride along. And who knows what I can come up with to talk about during that time. All right, be quiet now.
Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
All right, see you on. See you on the other side, and bye. All right, guys. Unbelievably, get you up close. Unbelievably, we did it finally. We finally scored a car with no covering on it. Let's rejoice. Rejoice with me now, shall you? All right, we're getting ready to take off. All right, and below you this time, once again, you'll see the Caribbean Beach Resort. You know, while I'm thinking about it.
Welcome aboard, Islanders. You are on the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. We're flying to Disney's Riviera Resort with continuing flights to Epcot.
So, have you ever been to Key West? If you have, oh dear.
You're about to enter the heart of the Caribbean.
Alright, I think she's done. So, off to your right here is the Riviera. So, as I was getting ready to say, if you've ever been to Key West, maybe you've visited Olivia's.
We are now sailing over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, home to a collection of tropical villages inspired by the colorful architecture and lifestyle of the Caribbean islands.
I think she's the only one that interrupts more than I do. Anyway, so Olivia's, great place to eat over there. I think that probably maybe one of the next times I come to property, I'm going to go back over there and check it out again.
In just a minute, we will be arriving at Disney's Riviera Resort, a Disney vacation club that celebrates the relaxing seaports and romantic vistas of Europe's Mediterranean coast.
Anyway, okay, as I was saying, Olivia's, great place to eat. I'll probably go back over there and check that out. I think we have a couple reviews already on the site, so go over there and check that out if you haven't tried it already.
And bienvenue. Hello, and welcome to Disney's Riviera Resort. If you are traveling to Epcot, please remain on board. Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back when we take off on the other side. Alright, we're about ready to launch again. This thing has fingerprints all over it. It's probably the worst I've ever seen. So we've gone from hyper cleansing to I'm not sure what here. Anyway, still gonna enjoy the ride. We'll get up to show you around here a little more this time.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Riviera Resort. If you're just joining us, we are on our way to Epcot. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy
Alright.
the most magical.
So the last time you didn't get to see this side, I'll try to show you more of this side this time. This is opposite the side of Epcot. We would be looking out at Epcot.
We are now traveling along Buena Vista Drive. This roadway and the city of Lake Buena Vista were established in 1969 when Walt Disney World Resort was first being developed. They are both named after Buena Vista Street in Burbank, California, where the Walt Disney Company's headquarters are still located today.
Coming to a crawl here. It's alright, we'll just look around. So, you heard what she said. This was established in 1969. Unfortunately, that was after Walt had already passed. But a lot of the planning had already been done. Obviously, they had not planned Epcot. They had planned much of the Magic Kingdom, and it's still in the air as to what Epcot was going to be. So you can look up the history of all that, and some of you might be surprised, and a lot of you probably won't be. You already know the history of it. In case you don't know, I'll just hit it briefly. Epcot was supposed to be a city, and the Magic Kingdom basically was supposed to be either within that city or set just outside. But most of this property would have been taken up by Epcot itself. Instead, now we have 4 parks and a lot of resorts. A city, I guess, it's still generally a city. It's just not set up the way that Epcot was originally intended to be set up. So how many people out there would have rather seen a city than the park that we have now? Think it would have been more interesting? Think it would have been harder for them to maintain a city instead of 4 parks and all these resorts? And basically a city that wraps around it all. I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that the people that, there was going to be a lot of research companies and stuff that would be in Epcot. I think they could only allow, or anybody could only be allowed there for 10 months out of each year, and then they had to leave. So it always kept fresh people, fresh minds, fresh researchers and ideas coming in.
We are on our way to Epcot International Gateway. When we arrive, remember to use your My Disney Experience mobile app to review your worldly itinerary for the day.
Huh. I don't think I've ever heard that blurb that just came out. I guess that's a good new reminder. The app, using the app does really help a lot, but it does also drain the battery on your phone, so you gotta make sure you have an external battery with you. I know they have the fuel rods. I believe they're still doing the fuel rods in the parks. I really haven't used mine in ages. But you're really better off to get your own external battery. You can get them now for $30 to $50, really nice ones. They'll charge your phone, whatever else you've got for the day. The fuel rod will only charge one phone about halfway.
In just a few moments, we will be taking a scenic spin around the Skyliner turn station. Please remain seated. This station was designed for turning only.
Alright, and we've come to a stop again. So you can see over here, that's where we just came from. You can see the Hollywood Studios lots over there. Way off in the distance. Let's see if I can get it. I don't think I can. Yeah. You can see the Skyliner, the gondolas moving over on the other side. That's where we just came from. So all we did was like a U shape. Now we're gonna bend out of that and head the opposite direction here in just a little bit. We're gonna round the corner. Ooh, and start heading to Epcot. A lot of pauses on this thing tonight. It's not real busy either. So a lot of these cars are probably running empty. There's a Swan and Dolphin off in the distance. Unfortunately, you can see the other hotel here. Let's see if I can get this to go. Off in the distance there. Right over top the trees, over top of that construction equipment right there. When you turn to come up to the entrance of Epcot, technically, you used to be able to see the Swan and Dolphin as soon as you would turn there. It was really a cool sight. And now you can't see that anymore. It's all blocked by the new hotel. I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know what the new hotel is called.
Elegant dining and magical lounges to lively entertainment just off the shores of Crescent Lake. This charming seaside resort relives the golden era of Atlantic beach towns and turn-of-the-century amusement parks.
Let you see Beach Club, Boardwalk this time. Travel over top of it, along it. And then soon after we'll be coming into Epcot. It's been a long time, I think, since I've done this run. In fact, I'm not sure if I've done this run. I had to, since the parks reopened, but I don't remember it offhand, so here we are. There's the roof of Beach Club and Boardwalk. We're actually just Beach Club right here. I'll spin you back around here again. Give you a second chance to see the France Pavilion and the Ratatouille attraction. This is rumored has been finished since the park reopened in July. They just did not open it at that time. They saved it until October. Some people believe it's because of budget they didn't open it back up. I think it's probably because most annual passes, if they choose to renew them, will renew in September. Somebody just waved at me from down there. See if they're still waving. Nope, that's funny. Somebody actually waved at me. Never had that happen before. Anyway, I like to believe probably they wanted to just use some leverage to get people to purchase those annual passes again. Alright guys, we're coming into the station, so we're going to wrap it up for now. Thanks for taking the ride with me again. We'll see you again soon. Bye.